We have she Yes, mic check, 1, 2. The next speaker that we have flew in from LA to be with us. I have been fortunate to walk for Ebony Fashion Fair. Is anybody familiar with Ebony Fashion Fair? Ebony Magazine, top African American magazine for years and years and years and years. And modeling was not my dream, you all. My dream was to travel the world, learn about cultures, and modeling helped me do that. So when I was 15, I was 5'10", and someone stopped me and said, hey, you should be a model. And that's how my modeling track started. And then after I got out of college, I was rapping. Yes, I was rapping. I was rapping on MySpace. And then a photographer for Ebony Magazine said, hey, why are you rapping? Why aren't you modeling and touring the world? And I said, well, I tried to get signed by Ford. I tried to get signed by Elite. None of that happened. And he was like, well, I think Ebony Fashion Fair would love you. So they sent the pictures over, got a chance to model with Ebony Fashion Fair. But not only did I get a chance to model, I also got a chance to be welcomed into a sisterhood of 59 years of models. Right? So let's give it up to the Johnson family for having a 59-year legacy of models. So in that blessing, you meet some amazing lights, right? Y'all think I'm bad, right? Like, wait a minute now, y'all gonna see some more badness, awesomeness, however we want to put it. Because when you go through this tour, it's almost like you're chosen. You're chosen to represent our community. We travel to over 160 cities, walking the runway and exuding confidence to our community in couture gowns. And that process alone, you know, takes you to another level. So with this sisterhood, one, I'd like to give Regina Mix and Bass, if you don't mind standing up, Regina. Let me give you a shout out. One of my Ebony Fashion Fair sisters that are here. She supported me when I was in my 2nd year of doing my academy, and thank you for that. We had our reunion recently where I got a chance to meet Judy Pace, Pat Cleveland in another space, all of these amazing models. And then I got a chance to meet another sister that I just naturally connected with. Almost like when you're in a playground with a bunch of girls and you find one and you just start running around. That's how I felt with this one. She is a Hollywood filmmaker. She is an author. She is an amazing, beautiful spirit. And she is here to bless you with her perspective of the art of the slave. So please help me welcome Princess Monique.
Y'all, okay, I had to bring my chair up here, right? I'm gonna tell y'all why I brought this chair up here. It took me 20 years to get my name on a directing chair. I am so proud, so confident, so elated to be living my dream. And now Ms. Pearl has given me an opportunity to live another part of my dream, which is to inspire, encourage, tell everybody you can do what it is that you want to do. And filmmaker portion, I have to have my iPad. She said slide? Yeah. Amen. I will do that. Well, let me first start off by thanking my family. My cousin is in the He is here, and we have a Marco Polo group right there. So all of my girls are here, even though they're around the world. They want to be here and support me, and I thank you for all that you do in my life, and I could not do it without them. My mother's on that camera right there. Hey, mommy, hey, girl, hey. So I have to make sure that my biggest cheerleader in the world knows that she is being recognized anytime that I speak. And I just would not even be here or have this moment to speak in front of all of you if it isn't or wasn't for the sisterhood that I formed with Miss Linda Pearl. Oh, Tina, I see you in the back. That's one of my tribe members, y'all. But me and Pearl, just like she said, I met her and I connected to her instantly. And as I watched the Pearls slay, I'm like, okay, she just stole half my speech with the opening, y'all. I'm like, are we that connected? We are that connected that literally what I wrote for you, a part of what I wrote for you, she opened up the show with, and it just warms my heart. But I'm a person who I believe that the key to learning is repetition, so y'all gonna hear it again. But after thinking about what I wanted to say here today, I started to think about how all this is happening. And it's happening because it's so in alignment with living on purpose. You ever heard that before? I'm living on purpose. I have a purpose statement that I want to share with you all, and I encourage you all to find your purpose statement because it's the thing that makes me know when to say yes and when to say no. It ain't inside this mission, I ain't doing it. And my life purpose statement is to use my God-given gifts and talents to leave a positive impact on the world by educating and inspiring others to do the same. So my goal for this time that I'm with you is to inspire you to do whatever it is that you want. Whatever those dreams are, whatever those things that are tugging on your heart. I know we got those 9 to 5s, but there's something that's tugging on your heart. Raise your hand if something's tugging on your heart. You know you're supposed to do it and you ain't did it yet. See? One of my favorite quotes is from who I call my old girl, which is Oprah Winfrey. She says, "It's our job to find out why we are here and to get about the business of doing why we are here." What's your purpose? My next quote is from our late, great Dr. Maya Angelou. She says, "When you learn, teach." And that quote has stuck with me because I remember when I was a 9-year-old girl living in Cleveland, Ohio, in the inner cities of the hood, like a real hood. And you see my book is called Hood to Hollywood because that's where I lived. And I remember there being a lady, and it's so funny to me that her name was Linda, and she lived in our apartment complex. And because of all the craziness that was going on in our building, she would get all the girls together once a month, and we would have like a safe space for the girls to come and for us to talk. And she wouldn't tell our parents, "Please kissing boys," or whatever it is that was on our heart. And she said to us, though, "The only thing I ask of you is that you do the same for someone else." And that was this light bulb moment for me. It was like an aha moment, like, okay, this is not just about me, it's also about my sister next to me. And I took that to heart. One of the things I want to stress while I'm here, as you already kind of hear me input these things, is to listen. You can call it God, you can call it universe, whatever you subscribe to, I call it God. But God is always speaking to us, always telling us what to do, always telling us what our next move is. And if we Ask a question. All you gotta do is just stop and listen. You can hear it through your family, you can hear it through your friends, you could be riding past a billboard on the street, and God will speak. It could be in a commercial, it could be in music, right, Mr. Q? It could be in music. So one of the things I want you to do is constantly listen. Listen to what we're saying here today. What stands out? What was it that you were talking to someone else about, and then all of a sudden, someone came up here and said, that's for you. And the more and more you listen, that radio stations just get clearer and clearer and clearer. And then before you know it, you'll feel like you got figured out a little bit, because you're like, okay, if I don't, I know what to do. So one of the things I'm gonna do, even though Miss Pearl slayed it, but I wanna do it in a different way, like I said, because I believe that the key to learning is repetition. I want everybody in here to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Take one more deep breath. And just listen. Listen with your heart, listen with your mind, listen with your soul to these words. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be? Brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous. Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. This is my favorite line right here. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people